we need to talk about endometriosis and dieting, elimination dieting, anti-inflammatory eating. Strophe is the word that comes to mind when women with endo hear about elimination dieting, whether that's AIP, low FODMAP, antihistamine. Because the thought of cutting out so many staples seems impossible. It feels even daunting to contemplate. It's not just how will I manage without my everyday favorite foods, but how am I going to fashion desirable, appetizing meals out of what I'm actually allowed to eat? It's mind-boggling. Stress levels escalate, which is only counterproductive, and you've given up before you've even tried. I get it. Even as someone who can be disciplined in the name of health, I face those demons too. I've done many elimination diets in my time. When I was on the pill, or should I say multiple pills, because birth control never suited me for too long, I ended up developing what seemed like Candida overgrowth. So my gut was constantly protruding, belly bloated. My clothes stopped fitting me. I would literally have a mental crisis, a mental breakdown every single morning before work because I could not find an outfit that would fit me. So I did the Candida diet and it was horrific, but it paid off. Then there was the time when my sister got really sick, and it's a hard story to retell because it quite literally traumatized me. Basically, her digestive tract was severely harmed. She couldn't eat, she couldn't stomach anything. Her leg would tremor. She was literally fading before my eyes, and I almost decked a few people, healthcare practitioners, so-called, in A&E, thanks to their negligence. Anyway. After she finally got some help thanks to private healthcare, no surprises there, she was advised to do a low FODMAP diet to predominantly aid her small intestinal health, the health of her small intestine, which low FODMAP, I believe, is typically advised in cases of SIBO to help reduce the small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. So in camaraderie, I joined her to support her, and it ended up helping us both. I felt it aided my digestive health too, my digestive health that had been impacted by endometriosis, by bowel endometriosis. I believe I've had SIBO too. I've had H. pylori infection. So low FODMAP diet is a diet that women with endo may well try because of the effects of endometriosis on the digestive tract. In more recent years, primarily due to Diane Shepperson-Mills's book, on endometriosis nutrition, and subsequently discovering Dr. Sara Szal, formerly Gottfried, who specializes in autoimmune conditions, I tried the AIP diet. This also helped my gut reset, and it taught me what's inflammatory for me. And similarly, with the low FODMAP, it tamed my endometriosis symptoms. And when COVID got me the last time, and I experienced what felt like mast cell activation syndrome, where my blood pressure was all over the place, I was dizzy, I felt weak, brain fog, I tried a low histamine diet. And it actually helped me get rid of all of those nasty symptoms. Nothing else worked. So, as a seasoned elimination dieter who's experienced profound benefits in terms of my endometriosis management, my gut health, my digestive health, my overall well-being from each diet, as a result, I now know what works for me and what doesn't, and I stick to that 80% of the time. Now, I'm only human, and there have been periods where I have thrown caution to the wind. So, when I've fallen off the wagon and I start to feel like something's off, whether it's mentally, digestively, menstruationally, I commit to at least 4 weeks of elimination dieting. But this time, I do it in a way that's catered to me, and I'm going to explain how. I've mapped out what's required for each diet, and I've highlighted the similarities and the differences. Typically speaking, gluten, dairy, sugar, ultra-processed foods are a no-go across the board. So they're off the table, whether I like it or not. But as for the obscure, the anomalies, I now know which can trigger me more than others. So I customize. I pick and choose what I feel I can commit to realistically from each diet. It gives me back a sense of control and a sense of ease, which leads me to welcome the diet as opposed to fighting against it. Because the mental capacity required for elimination dieting is practically 99% of the job. I'm actually thinking of putting this all together and sharing it with you in some kind of elimination dieting pack to help you make decisions regarding which diet may be best for you and allowing you, if you want to customize your own bloody diet. So do let me know if that's something you are interested in, and I will get to work.